Hello sacred souls, it's Susanna from Shamanic Shaman. What I have for you today is, or for us, is actually a little mini healing for shoulder pain. And this was triggered by a colleague of mine who was in a lot of pain today. He had really bad shoulder pain. And in the past, I actually had a shoulder injury that's usually okay now, but once in a while it acts up as well, and I've just kind of ignored it because it's usually okay. So I was thinking, let's put out a little video, a little healing video on that. And that's why I have this in there. We're not actually going to use it directly, except I'll symbolically put some in the fire as well. But this, I feel, is representative and symbolic of the shoulder, including the joint and just, you know, the arm, kind of down where I'm holding it, and the top of the shoulder is, you know, the part that's kind of like the top where the 7 is, kind of, right? So, yeah, the shoulder joint would be here, and the neck would be attached here, obviously, right? I'm sure most of you have enough fantasy to see that. And I'm gonna call on the dragon spirit. I found this stick, which is absolutely perfect. I feel like with these 2 twigs, this kind of does look like a dragon, like in some of the pictures that I've seen. And I actually, it's been raining today, so I wasn't prepared to do a fire, and it took me quite a while to get it started, with lots of oil and some candle wax on there, and most of the branches were wet and had to be dried over that tiny little fire that I did get going in the beginning. But look at it now, it's going full force now. Anyway, so that's gonna be my rattle today, and I have 4 walnuts that I'm gonna basically smash to break the evil that's causing the pain. So the tough, hard, harsh, evil energies, entities, parasites, whatever is in the shoulder of any of you who are watching this. Your spirit guides are gonna work with whatever it is that has caused your shoulder pain. So that can be individually different. And I do have some feathers that I just collected on the beach. I just kind of weight them down a little bit with a rock here. So we can just, you know, feather and fan it off a little bit at the end. But the main thing is this representing the arm bone, the shoulder joint, and the collarbone. Yeah, I'm a little tired, so that word didn't pop into my head earlier. My apologies. Yeah, so let's do this. So, dear Creator, higher power, source and soul energy, our higher spirit guides of the light, and great spirit of the fire, please help us in fully and completely healing the shoulder pain of my colleague and myself, any leftovers that flare up once in a while, and of any and all viewers of this video, that all of our shoulder pain gets fully and completely healed, gets taken away, and through the fire gets transmuted and then returned to source energy. So, oh yeah, and sorry, I forgot to call in Great Spirit of the Dragon as well, because we're gonna ask the dragon for help as well. So I'm gonna start with this. So please, dear Creator, higher power, source and soul energy, our higher spirit guides of the light, great spirit of the fire, help us in fully and completely healing any and all shoulder pain that we have. And we shall begin by putting some of the analgesic in the fire so that the pain, this shall be symbolic to have the pain be removed, burnt away, transmuted, and returned to source energy. Oh, and now I have sand in there. Oops, it's a little hard to do that one-handed. Give me 1 second just to sort of close it. Okay, never mind, I'll close it after. Oops. Okay, got some on my hand. 1 second. Okay, so let's actually start with the nuts. And I'm using 4 because in native spirituality, which is the basis that I was guided to use long ago, and then I wove some of the ancestral practice into it, and the shamanism, the way I practice it now, is sort of a merge between the two. It's a little bit like a hybrid. So let's pull any and all dark, evil, and low vibrational entities, energies, beings, and anything else, any AI, astral parasites, and anything else that could be causing that shoulder pain. Let's pull all of that out. As an empath, I feel that, so I did feel something sort of coming out now. And let's put that into these walnuts that shall be smashed and put into the fire. And funny enough, I would the analgesic on there. So let's do that. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. By cracking these walnuts, any and all pain shall be cracked, and then with a great spirit of the fire shall be fully and completely burnt away, transmuted, and returned to source energy. Okay, after the video I'll get any last little bits that I might have not seen now, but let's see. I have some here in the sand, a little bit more up here. Ooh, there's a big piece. There's one. I'm tempted to eat it, but this needs to go in the fire. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think we got pretty much most of that. Okay, any and all evil that has caused the shoulder pain shall now and forever be burnt away and transmuted in the fire until fully and completely transmuted into love and light and be returned to source energy, meaning the creator, higher power, whatever you feel comfortable using as a word. And now let's put the stick representing the shoulder bone, the collarbone, shoulder joint, and the bone going into the arm. And let's imagine all the tissues and muscles around that as well, of course. But that's a little harder to find. A stick is easier to find. Okay, plus, since I work with fire, something that needs to burn, the best thing is wood. So here we go. So let this stick be the representation and manifestation of our shoulders that are in pain. And by putting it in the fire, great spirit of the fire, please burn away any and all pain, transmute it, return to source energy, and then infuse all of us with your healing and warming love and light that you carry within you, within your fire. So let all of our shoulders be infused with the healing light and unconditional love and the warmth of the caring warmth of the fire. Let it go right into our shoulders. I'm touching my shoulder right now. It's a little hard to see, but I'm just filming by hand, so like I don't have a stand. So yeah, just if you can hold your shoulder, the shoulder that's hurting you, that would be great. And just visualize this warm, fuzzy, healing light type of fire, not burning, but just warming and healing your shoulder. Just picture that. And it burns away and transmutes anything that is an injury, that is pain, even if it's caused by anything else, by maybe a bad movement or something like arthritis or whatever. But this was more initially geared towards a shoulder injury. Let's say if you make a wrong move and you suddenly hurt yourself, it's mainly intended for that, but it might also help other types of shoulder pain. Okay, all right, I can already feel sort of a warm, sort of calm, peaceful energy. It's hard to describe exactly, but as an empath I feel the energy. And before it was more kind of like whereas now it's like, if that makes any sense. Okay. Then Great Spirit of the Dragon, please, with your amazing and strong, super strong energies that include the fire, but also your dragon breath of healing, please breathe your dragon breath into and onto us, and especially onto our shoulders, and let every fiber, every cell, every ounce, every bit of our shoulders be infused with your healing dragon breath. And by putting you in the fire, let your healing fire element be awakened and help us in this healing. Thank you, Miigwech. Dankeschön, all my relations. Okay, so and here too, you can, I just kind of blew the dragon breath. You can visualize and imagine a huge dragon just breathing onto your shoulder. And it's not fire, but it's more sort of a warm, somewhat fiery, healing breath. Almost kind of like, you know, when a child is hurt and the mother breathes onto it and maybe has a little rhyme or a little song that heals and the child feels better, kind of a bit similar to that. Okay, so you can visualize the dragon mother breathing onto your shoulder. And actually it is a dragon mother that I work with, so there you go. Let our shoulders be healed now. Oh, great spirit of the fire, and great spirit of the dragon, and of course, your creator source energy. Way-aha, 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 way-aha. to support this healing. Help our shoulders fully heal and be healthy once again. And we thank you very much so. Way aha, way aha, way aha, way aha, way aha, way aha. Woo! Alright, thank you. And let's gently feather off any remaining dark energies, and let us, and especially our shoulders, be fully and completely cleansed of anything dark and evil that has caused us this pain. Oh, the energies feel very peaceful now. Whew. Okay, so thank you to the Creator, higher power, source and soul energy, to our higher spirit guides of the light, to the great spirit of the fire and the great spirit of the mother dragon, to help us with this healing. Thank you, Miigwech, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. And let us be flooded one more time with massive amounts of healing light, unconditional love, blessings and protections. And I'm sending all of you so much unconditional love, so many blessings. Be well. I love all of you. Have a wonderful day or evening. Until next time, bye.